Thank you so much. Appreciate it a whole lot. A brand new original of mine called The Valley. We're going to move right along now to another original of mine. It's been okay to us, but we always like to include it at all of our live appearances because if we happen to play it just right, I like to see if I can dance just about as good as my bass player back there. So we'll try it out for you, folks. Oh, I'm gonna find my baby. I'm gonna find my baby. I'm gonna get her back. I'm gonna find my baby. I'm gonna get her back. I'm gonna get her home. I'm gonna love her back. I get the man I once was back in those days. I get the man I once was back in those days. I'm gonna show her that I changed my way. I'm gonna find my baby. I'm gonna get her back. Get a little carried away, you know, but I tell you, Stephen, do you think my dancing lives up to snuff with you there? He thinks he can still do it better. Well, he doesn't have the hair to let down when he does it. That's why he wears that hat. He's quite a good bass player. You know, I remember the first time I held the auditions for the bass player position. Had about 5 guys lined up outside the studio, and all of a sudden I heard this ruckus outside. I went and looked out the window. All of a sudden here's Stephen punching people and throwing people over. He was on a rampage. I tell you, I always like to say that he looked like he was trying to be the second monkey to get onto Noah's Ark, you know. But now, before we came on this tour, I decided to go visit my grandparents on the farm, you know. I always like to go and visit them before we leave. We're usually gone about a month at a time sometimes when we leave on big tours like this. And so I was driving on the grid roads, going to see him, going about 60 kilometers an hour, you know, taking it easy. And all of a sudden I see this chicken running along beside my vehicle, if you can imagine that. Now I could have swore that thing had 3 legs, to tell you the truth about it. I got up to about 80 kilometers an hour and I was going okay for a little while. And all of a sudden out the corner of my eye I see this chicken running along beside me again. Now before I could speed up anymore, the darn thing ran in front of my car and down the driveway of a farmer. And so I stopped just as quick as I could and I went down the same driveway and I met a farmer standing down there. So I stopped and I rolled down the window. I asked him, I said, did a chicken just come running by here, one with 3 legs? He said, yeah, that's my chicken. I raised 3-legged chickens. I said, you raised 3-legged chickens, what the heck, why? He said, well, I like a drumstick, Ma likes a drumstick, and the kid that done grown up, he likes a drumstick too, and we just get tired of fighting over it. And that's the joke, that's as far as I got. I told him, I said, it's a mighty fine idea, but what does it taste like? He said, I don't know, we've never been able to catch one. Now that the hair is all back in place, we can resume here with the program, but before we do, I'd like to tell you just a little bit about this fella. Back home in Canada, he's our bus driver, so I like to call him the guitar picking bus driver. Of course, I figure he plays the guitar a lot better than he does drive the thing, and of course that's why I have to hire ourselves a special bus driver for here in the UK, because I figured if he couldn't handle the straight roads in Canada, there's no way he's going to make it last about 5 minutes. But I guess somewhere along the way, he had convinced our driver to let him try it out, you know, and stuff like that. Keep in mind, we drive on the wrong side of the road back in Canada. And within about 5 minutes, he was on the side he's used to driving on. And a police officer had him pulled over. And so police officer come up to the window, knocked on the window. Joel rolled down the window. Police officer asked, papers. Joel yelled scissors and rolled up the window. Now that worked pretty good till we heard that funny siren flare up again. The police officer come back for a rematch, and boy did he ever win. And I told Joel, I said I might help him with the ticket depending on how merch sales go tonight. No pressure on you folks, of course. But anyway, aside from his driving skills, he is one of the best guitar pickers in the band anyway. And, pea souped up, made it into what it is today, really, with a whole lot of picking and a little bit of tuning cold. Until the day I see you there. Until the day I see you there, I won't be so blue. I will cherish every day without your heart that ain't so true. And on the day I see you there, I hold somebody new. Yes, when I come home, you'll find I've been changed just like you. I remember on our wedding day, you said to be true. While I hear that you've been running around with somebody else. No, I guess I'll just leave you now, so you can clear me. And until the day I see you, dear, I'm gonna do the same. Until the day I see you there, I won't be so blue. Oh, I will cherish every day without your heart that ain't so true. And on the day I see you there, I'll hold somebody new. Yes, when I come home, you'll find I've been changed just like you. I won't be so blue. Oh, I will cherish every day without your heart that ain't so true. And on the day I see you there,